That was the Titans took momentary residency right on the Ravens logo with some smack talk back toward the sideline. And yeah, things are heated as we get underway with the Titans deferring and the kick to Duvernay and a nice run back to the AFC title game, eventually losing to Kansas City in that spot. Here we go, first snap. And as they so often do, they dive up the middle out to about the 39. So Edwards with the first carry and picks up 3. We got a 2nd and 7 as they'll rotate backs all day long. Edwards, Dobbins, Ingram, Jackson's pass tipped. What a play it was, too.
Well, and this is a little bit troublesome for Tennessee. They're not great on third down without Dean Pease there. They have struggled a little bit. You're going to see them blitz a little more, I think, pick things up a little different than they have been doing.
So on third down, they blitz a corner. He's picked up. Jackson rolls out. Nice catch. And that is Dez Bryant with the reception.
Holding. Offense number 72. That penalty is declined. The result of the play, 4th down.
So Sam Cook, 15-year veteran, played more games for Baltimore than anyone ever. Trying to kick it to Raymond. It's not going to be deep enough. Hill is down there along with Levine. The ball is down after a 40-yard punt. Blasingame the fullback, Henry the tailback. And the play action fake to Henry. Tannehill is going to go deep for Brown, and he body positions and is unable to hold on, but a flag comes out.
Pass interference. Defense number 44. Ball is placed in the spot of the foul. First down.
Their first snap. It picks up 39 yards off the penalty. Now they'll run it with Henry off the right side, and he chugs along for a quick 5. And let's get the Romo report.
And on that play, they ran it out and up, knowing they were going to do that. Impressive.
2nd and 6. Henry tries to make the cut outside, but Humphries will have none of that. And he drops him for a loss.
I'm telling you, you're right. He's inside now, so they put him in here so he can tackle. Guard this guy, and if they run it, you have to be involved in the run game.
Humphrey right across from Fursker, who's in that slot. Here's a 3rd and 11. And they're able to dump it off with a good gain for the first down. That's Batson. 1st and 10 from the 27.
Really?
Yeah.
It's pretty. I didn't know that. That's a good little nugget, Jim.
Straight ahead, Henry for another first down carry of 5. 81% conversion. Unheard of.
That really is. And they did the same thing last year. It's not like it's just random.
Yeah, that's over the last 2 years. And here he is getting it inside the red zone with a first down and the throw to Ferkser.
You know, as great as Tennessee is, you're looking at a team who's not that great. 32nd. If that's not great, I mean, they're last.
Here's Henry.
You know they have to allocate resources to that, and you can throw it at other people.
2nd and 8. Across the middle. He's got Jonnu Smith. And a new set of downs at the 5. 1st and goal from there. Jonnu Smith, who has
great design so far by Tennessee on offense.
1st and goal from the 5. And it's Batson again. Look at that speed. Down to the 1. So
they snapped the ball to Henry, and he threw it in the playoff game out of that same Wildcat.
Exactly right. This a 2nd and goal. Tannehill looking up top. He's got Smith open, and it's a touchdown. Jonnu Smith, I just mentioned, leads his position in the league with most touchdowns. He's got his 8th of the season.
That you find, watch him. He's going to fake, block down, not here, I'm not here, sneak out. People don't see you. And that's because the resources are allocated to stop Henry. So when everyone gets 2 steps in too far, you're trying to run back and get there, but you're late.
Well, Tennessee comes out, gets the pass interference call on its first snap for 39 yards. And eventually it leads to a Tannehill touchdown pass.
Well, these are the 2 teams who are, you know, both love to play from ahead. I mean, they love to run the football. They both need to get off to good starts. Now, the Chargers did it in 2018, the wild card, and they were the first team.
Here's the fake to Ingram, and Jackson with the keep and knocked down after a gain of 2.
Almost a war of attrition across the NFL. Who can survive and keep a lot of their players healthy, and that's going to pay dividends at the end of this year.
Gus Edwards He's the running back, but they flip it to Duvernay. A little jet sweep, and he is shut down after a gain of about 4, maybe 5. Got an early touchdown to Houston. 3rd and 3. Jackson's going to keep it after the fake handoff to Hill. He's got a first down. Ravens' first down. Snapping issues in recent weeks, but he did actually start the game as they went with an extra lineman, and he's in on this play. Lined up on the right side. Here's the give to Ingram. And Ingram, who's been battling a...
But they're moving around, giving them a little break, take a little time, right? But they're going to use a lot of different rotations here going forward, I think.
2nd and 10. Jackson on the run. The pass is dropped.
I really think it opens up everything else. And, you know, we've already talked about the loss of Stanley at left tackle, Yanda's retirement. You know, Brown, these receivers, they got to get going.
3rd and 10. Down the middle for the first to Andrews to the Tennessee 48. And the give is to Ingram. And Evans smashes into him after a gain of 1.
Really, last year, they could impose their will. They still do it this year at times, right? But last year, they just did it over and over again. And, you know, they had 2 less tight ends that played a lot last year. They're not healthy. One's gone. The other one's hurt.
There's Dobbins taking that carry.
Right back here in the backfield. I mean, Andrews is their tight end. Usually you'd have Hurst or Boyle this year. Boyle's out in IR. So he's got they're asking him to do a lot more now.
After a 10-yard run by Dobbins. Jackson again holds the football and picks up.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 33, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Those are dumb plays, you know. It's like, what? Why? Because you're just upset with that guy in front of you? Make it about the team.
First down from the 15. Jackson, he's going to throw it. Launches it to the end zone, and it's knocked away at the last moment. Edwards, the running back, and the ball carrier, tackled after 1.
You know, he could run the fake, but he can go up and get a ball. Right here, you're just slowly working him into playing shape each game.
Jackson able to avoid the sack, but he is dragged down at the 11. That'll bring out Tucker. Just a gain of 2. He's made 44 of 46 the last 2 years and had another one on. Good job by Cook getting the ball down. And the Titans, again, as that 6th seed, made it all the way to the AFC Championship game, led at Arrowhead by 10 before Mahomes and company got it going on their way to winning the Super Bowl. Oh, what a hit. Oh, gosh. Batson twisted around. Took a huge hit by Justice Hill.
First play of the game, out and up, kind of going against that. That's why we said Baltimore, play inside. Don't let those plays happen.
There's Henry, steps out of a tackle for a loss and takes the pile with him for a gain of about 8. One of their tight ends inactive today, Michael Pruitt. So Swain will see more action. 2nd and 2. And not even touched until he got past the first down marker. First down at the 32. Setting up a screen, and the Ravens are right there. Of the franchise, members of the team, coaching staff, etc. No family even allowed today into the stadium per new orders. Here's a 2nd and 11. Pulled down, and that's Batson again. Tannehill's hit his first 6 passes, but this one's going the other way. It's Bowser with the interception. And the run back inside the 30 before Davis makes the tackle to end the return, and just the 4th interception thrown this season. Yep.
That's his responsibility.
Here's Jackson backpedaling for a moment. Throws it on the sideline, incomplete.
Trailing and having the ball after an interception,
yes,
to take the lead in about a minute and a half. But I don't know. First quarter stats, that seems a little. I understand if you're playing well.
There is Dobbins down to the 16 yards.
But trailing, leading after the first quarter, I mean.
Holden has come in for Fluker, number 66. Just brought up from the practice squad. And there's Dobbins, got a first down, and look at him reach for more, down to about the 6. He's had 2 big runs already in this game. 3 carries for 25 yards. First and goal at the 7. Total confusion, it appears, and dropped back at the 10 as Edwards was coming around in motion.
2 guys were throwing the ball.
They just signed the tight end Luke Wilson, the former Seahawk, this week. He's in a slot on the right side. Here's Jackson. Tackled near the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal. Malcolm Butler appears to be on him, giving him a lot of separation. Here's Jackson. There was pressure, and he just unloaded it in the direction of Snead.
He is the Jim Nance of the Ravens.
This could be the worst announcer's jinx of all time, but nope, it's good again. For Tennessee, once they get in the red zone, they're 1 trip in there. They scored a touchdown. Twice now the Ravens go inside the 20, have to settle for field goals. It's also a big theme when we visited with them this week. Finish. That's what they kept repeating in Baltimore.
And that'll probably be a point of emphasis in this game because
carry for Henry, and he bangs around heavy traffic.
Well, because of him, they don't turn the ball over that much. You know, that was a huge play for Baltimore, and Tennessee doesn't have a lot of takeaways. Just saw the stat. I mean, they protect the ball very well.
2nd and 7. Back to Henry, and they move right down that line of scrimmage laterally with him.
Hey, White 99.
I have to go back and make sure my math was correct. 3rd and 7. Blitz. Toss open was Brown, and he's not able to leap up and bring it back down. Watch Trevor Daniel now. It was a struggle big time last week. And this one not too deep, but a fair catch at the 40 on the Verizon halftime report. That's Dobbins. He wanted more carries, wanted a little more time.
Yeah, and the Ravens is turnover driven. You know, they really had Pittsburgh beat. You know, for all intent and purposes, just 4 turnovers. Their quarterback.
There's Dobbins for another 5. The loser of this game today will, in all likelihood, be sitting out of the.
And then you got Derrick Henry. These 2 teams are in it till the end with the way that they play.
2nd and 6. And Dobbins tackled and actually thrust past.
Well, think about the difference between being 7 or 6 there. You're going to Kansas City or you're going to somebody else. You know what I mean? That's where this is. All these games are huge as it gets later.
There's Jackson chased out. Gain of 3. Ingram has returned to the backfield. 5th play of the drive. They've run it every down so far on this series. Going up top now. Going up top with the deep ball to the end zone, and it's broken apart at the end. Well, this is a defense. Hooker is seeing more action with Kenny Vaccaro inactive. And again, Clowney put on IR this week.
Yeah, and Hooker did a great job getting back, right? But I mean, he got beat, ran by from.
Ball start. Offense number 66. 5-yard penalty. It remains 3rd down.
Yeah, and he matches up with a lot of the speed receivers, guys. He's got length.
Here's the 3rd and 13. 3rd and 13, and in traffic, it's Andrews. Jackson's pass was on the money.
I'm telling you, that's incredible.
First down, handle, Dobbins. Taking a few Titans with him to about the 7. 2nd and 6. To Ricard. And he's tackled toward the end zone, and it's ruled a touchdown.
You talked about finishing.
Our touchdown pass.
Well, they've had.
Ricard, 2nd touchdown of the season. Is he across?
It looks like he landed on him, right? See the knee right now. Oh, he's down. He's coming back to the 1. Short of the first. I think it's 3rd down.
After review, the ball carrier was down short of the 1-yard line. It'll be 3rd and half a yard at the 1.5-yard line. Please reset the game clock to 5:22.
It's 3rd and a little more than a foot. 1 yard out. Dobbins. Touchdown, Baltimore.
He plays here, and then you'll see Dobbins. See if he gets in right here. He's in.
Yeah, he's in. It's his third touchdown. He scored 2 in his first game, week 1. First one since. Dobbins from 2 yards out.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown.
Yeah, there's no way they were.
So watch the misdirection, going one way and going back.
Thrown it to him. And he's across for the 2-point conversion.
That finish that they talked about, you were saying with Lamar, and that's what you want out of these guys, and sometimes the extra effort gets it done.
This will not travel to the end zone. Batson steps up at the 5 and to the 25 it is. So no first down since their opening drive that resulted in a score. Bootleg time. Tannehill was swaying out in front of him, throws a block, sidesteps one defender, and he's got a big gain. It's worthy of that. 21 yards. Longest run of the game by either team as Henry gets it near midfield. Second and 7. Ash is behind Corey Davis. Third and 7. Brown without a catch. Davis without a catch. And that one's incomplete, right between actually 2 Tennessee receivers.
You're not going to win on third down, Tennessee. You have to win this game on first and second down.
Oh, they run a fake. They run a fake, and the pass is complete.
Oh, I think you got it, Jim.
Oh, my goodness, what a throw. Yeah, so the special teams beleaguered in recent weeks at Tennessee comes up with a big play, huge play.
And that's crazy. Everyone knows you're going to fake it from the 50, right?
There's Henry down to the 40. That's
it's the time.
Got to be on high alert.
High alert right there.
And ball control.
Ball control.
Second and 7. And that's Brown unable to hold on to it and incomplete. Again, Brown, who's such a presence, at least he was. McNichols flanking Tannehill. Need to get to the 34 for a first. Stays in the pocket, and again it is dropped, and that has been an issue with Brown recently. We have a flag, and I believe it's going to be roughing the passer.
Personal foul,
drops.
roughing the passer. Defense number 90, 15-yard penalty, first down.
On the first snap for the Titans on the pass interference call. You go back to riding Henry. And he falls sideways to about the 22. They got Jonnu Smith in the backfield. There's Smith. Now it is.
Okay, just so you know, NFL
I love
teams,
I can teach you these things, you know.
Well, that's from the perspective of TV. In the NFL, that's not the red zone. And so I'm always like, is this a red zone? Oh, strike zone. Oh, this is a green zone. It's like, what are these areas people talk about?
I tell you, Smith thought he had the first down. He didn't. So that was a 3rd and a foot play. First and 10 from the 14. Henry cuts, collides, no gain.
Even time of possession, plays, yards, rushing yards, passing yards.
Second and 10. And Ngakoue got a hand on it. Traded just 3 weeks ago from Minnesota to the.
Yeah, Jim, on that play, if Tannehill's losing that football prior to his arm moving forward, what you basically have is a loose ball being pushed forward. That's what they ruled on the field. The football also goes out of bounds beyond the spot of a fumble by rule, which will bring the football back to the spot of where Tannehill loses possession of the ball, and the clock would run inside of 2 minutes.
That hand's not going forward.
And I think it's tight enough to take a really hard look at and possibly make an incomplete forward pass.
I'm surprised they're not going to look at it. That's going to be ruled, like I said. Well done, Gene. Loss of 6.
Well, if you're Tennessee, you should have thrown the flag, right? It's timeout.
Inside 2 minutes.
Oh, inside 2, you're right.
And that's incomplete to Smith. He's been deadly from outside 50, but he struggled from 40 to 49, and this is right at 40. Daniel on the hold, and Gostkowski down 7-0 at Carolina.
So that fumble, by the way, if you're a Titans fan, that's like the Franco Harris play. You can't like throw a ball forward.
Fumble that had come out before the hand moved forward.
And it might have been. I think there's probably
Fairly
a good
close.
case for it. But yeah, you're right. And they're always going to err on the side of the fumble, right? In case someone picks it up and goes and scores on the other team.
There's Dobbins. And he's got one.
Elbow right there.
Yeah. There's a toss. Dobbins. Final minute of the first half. He stays in bounds.
Well, and it's the 4 penalties for Baltimore gave the opportunity for Tennessee on a couple plays to get points on each of the drives. That they need to clean that up. And Tennessee's got to get some plays on first down the field.
Well, they're big receivers, no catches. Brown, who goes in motion here. Davis. Henry gets the call. Judon waits for him, holds him to 3. As Henry went for 194 in that one.
But these two teams are situationally based, right? Third down, do you convert them or not? Red zone, do you convert it or not?
Looking deep now, looking short, gets rid of it, incomplete.
Well, he's looking at the line. He's trying to figure out which one of these guys are we blocking. We'll block those guys, but if anyone else comes, okay. Well, nope, they got one extra. Get it off.
3rd and 7. Dumps it off. And that's McNichols to Ngakoue, who's having his best performance as a member of the Ravens. There's a good boot by Daniel. Caught that one. Swung the leg and got it down to the 20. And the tackle down at the 25. Crochet. Jim Nance back with the Karate Kid. Tony Romo. Tracy Wolfson. Now I get sweep the leg. Gotcha. Here's Des Bryant. And he's thrown down. They'd like to see him.
They look out there, see how far off he is. How far off is he from him? Look at that. I'd do it again. Throw it to him.
His first catch in almost 3 years. Andrews near the first down. I think they're going to give it to him. Forward progress with the strong catches up in the middle of the field. And Dobbins for a couple. And they're playing Bryant a lot today.
Yeah.
2nd and 8. Splitting out 4. Keeping it. And squeezing about 3 to 4 yards out of it is Jackson and his schemes. And now he goes against Belichick's disciple in Vrabel. 3rd and 5. Able to get it to Dobbins. And he fights for the first down. I got a flag on it too.
Elf on the shelf's coming up, so just kind
That's a
of
big
stuck
thing.
in my brain. Yep, we do
Personal
it.
foul, face mask, defense number 37, 15-yard penalty, first down.
And he's right. They both did it. It's just the call the guy sees and he makes it and goes.
Jackson, they come in on him. Able to get away from Simmons. He tries to save 2 yards and a sack by tossing it at the end. We'll check the marker, which is down at the line of scrimmage.
Before the pass, holding, defense number 33, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Who we've seen make some explosive plays in his time as a Charger, including in the return game. He already has a return for a touchdown as a Titan. Of a defensive touchdown. There is Edwards, who's been rather quiet today. Dobbins, the running back. They fake it to him. They protect Jackson, who launches to Andrews. Open for the touchdown.
What a play call, design. This throw, though, and now watch. You're going to see this go out here, and it's going to be high, though, right? So you're supposed to throw it outside toward the sideline. But because the defender's low, he turns Andrews around. So he's supposed to throw it to the sideline. But because the defender's low and the ball's going to go out of bounds, he throws him back inside perfectly.
That is the game's biggest play, 31 yards and a score, and the extra point is added. Jackson to Andrews for the touchdown.
And what a huge drive for Baltimore, going up 11 in a game that's very tough for Tennessee. You know how big this one is.
Henry hurdles and then gets hit as he's on his knees. Are they going to rule it a fumble? They're ruling him down.
From just a concussion perspective.
Yeah, you got to go through the protocol.
Got to go through the
because
protocol.
you saw something there, no question. And there's a gain.
But
Well, no yards at all, and that was Foreman. It's 3rd and 4. They're bringing it. Pass caught. First catch of the game for A.J. Brown. He's going to help protect the pass down the field, and Davis has his first catch. Beautiful grab by Corey Davis.
Knowing this team likes to go inside on that.
Again, they fake the handoff to Henry. They go to the end zone and in the direction of Brown. Oh, and Tannehill leaves the building. Remember, Henry threw a touchdown last year out of this formation against the Ravens. Oh, and it goes over his head. He's going to fall on it back at the 27. You got a new center comes in. So now it's 3rd and goal, miles away.
Strange that you would.
Jones was back in for that play. Underneath they go to Jonnu Smith. And it'll set up about a 41 yard field goal try. Documented. Again, 40 yards. Gostkowski 2 for 2 today from 40. Well, the Bucs will host Kansas City a week from today. Now, after the 40-yard field goal, Gostkowski's kicked down to the goal line. Great piece of tackling on the special teams coverage. And his left tackle was teammate now Orlando Brown. There's a handoff to Dobbins. Phil, thank you, JB, as well. Just hate to see that. Burrow has been everything they hoped he would be.
Yep.
Rookie out of LSU.
He's got a bright future.
2nd and 7, incomplete. The Titans 31st in the league on 3rd down defense. Today the Ravens are 6 out of 9 on 3rd down, and they've got another conversion. That's been a big mark against the Titans this year. They just can't stop the opponent on 3rd down. Let's go back down to Tracy. Compton has come in for him. So now 7 out of 10 on 3rd down after Prochet picks up 14 on that play.
They're not good at it, like you said, and I think a lot of that's Dean Pease. You know, remember him last year? Another
huge.
smoke to Dez. There's your 5-yard running play we talked about. They used him a lot of different ways.
But Coach P is sensational.
And Coach Pete does such a great job. They're starting to figure out, just get it to him and you get 5 or 6 quickly, and that's.
They got 3 there. Of course, they know Coach Pease from his days in Baltimore as well. Chippy.
Hostile?
Yeah, that's better. That's more accurate.
A little hostile out here right now.
Yeah.
It's like us in the truck.
3rd and 2.
Producers,
always that way. Jackson, that little step made him fight a second time for the first.
Oh, Jim, he had it. He had it right on the inside and kind of decided to go a little bit.
From some of his assistants, you're not going to win it. Looking deep on 1st down, and here he goes. Flinging it. Duvernay, and it's intercepted. Hooker can get on his feet. And Duvernay does a good job of steer wrestling him down at the 15. Here's a 1st down snap and a give to Henry for a couple. They've done a good job on Henry today. 17 carries. After getting poked in the eye. 2nd and 8. This time they'll take another couple yards off of Henry's total, who's been important to them with Campbell inactive, Williams inactive. Matabike, he stepped up today. Ellis. There's a completion for the first. Same rush yards. Who's played better, Tony?
Wow, they're so far apart. It's pretty easy to call that one, but
Tannehill's pass.
Tannehill now.
Yeah.
He just took the lead. He's a weapon in a lot of different areas. You know, he does a lot of the dirty work catches, red zone.
There's Henry finding an opening for the first time, and Clark's able to push him out. His longest run. Swaim.
With Queen, he's got a ton of ability and talent. You kind of want him to know his gap, get there and go.
Here's a bootleg throw to Swaim. That's Elliott, who came in like a missile and missed him. Creature, I mean, just look at creature of habit. The second half the game goes on, he gets stronger. That's going to be, well, is it enough for the first? Football was behind the line, but they mark it for a first down.
Bam, holes get open.
Tannehill changes up the play and doesn't change up the action. He goes back to Henry, and that's a perfect example of what you were talking about. Another 11 for Henry.
The problem is it's almost like you get worn down because you don't have the depth. But
here's Tannehill rolling out, and he's going to keep it and go out of bounds at the 9. Henry, by the way, on that previous play went over 1,000 yards on the season.
Screen him, do something here, run it back. The running back is in play here.
Here's a 2nd and 7, and it's caught by Ferkser. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the 4.
To me, you're going for this. I would, at least.
You're figuring 2 plays to get the 2 yards.
Yeah, you fake it to him here and throw it, or you give it to him twice.
Down the middle and over the head of Ferkser. There was nothing there. 2 for 2 today, both from 40. This one just 22 yards out. Daniel on the hold, and that kick is good. We were extolling earlier about how the Titans over the past year plus have been closest thing you've seen to automatic in the red zone in a long time. Then our great crew to take you through all the scores and highlights on the State Farm postgame show. Here's Dobbins bobbing and weaving and then making a couple of cuts out to the 30. 2nd and 5.
It is definitely rough and tough out there.
Jackson, say, trying to run an option, and Landry wasn't fooled.
Yeah, and they're prepared for.
Hill splits wide to the right. Empty backfield as Jackson flings it, and they've got another conversion. Snead, where the ball was going 1 week to the next.
Well, and everyone's like, oh, you got to get your receivers. Receivers get the ball based on scheme, and if you're a great receiver, if you're one-on-one, you get them the ball. Otherwise, it's wherever the defense is allowing you to throw.
Dobbins for a couple. How about Derrick Henry and Mark Ingram? Both in this game. 42 touchdowns apiece. Their careers at Alabama as Jackson is going to be marked, I believe, good enough for another first. Streaks of that nature going on at that time. And now look, a little challenge flag has been thrown out by Coach Harbaugh.
The ruling on the field was that the runner was short of the first down. Baltimore has challenged that ruling. After review, the ruling on the field stands. Baltimore is charged with its first timeout. 3rd down.
Well, they should have moved it up.
Here's the snap and the sneak with a marker out.
False start.
And it is going to be against the Ravens.
Andrews, 89, to move down the end, it looked like.
False start. Offense number 89. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Over the top, and it's incomplete. Andrews had a step on the defender.
And then it's perfect, but huge stop by Tennessee.
Cook's first punt since the first drive of the game for the Ravens. Yeah, the penalty was huge right there. Raymond with the fair catch. We got another penalty flag back at.
Can't false start. I mean, that's 5
During
yards.
the kick, holding, receiving team number 49. That's half the distance to the goal line. First down, Tennessee.
Called on to Zubnar.
That you use Henry, right? Run, play action, run.
Henry stacked up by Wolf and friends. As crucial time of the game is upon us. 7 minutes left, and look at Tannehill show a little speed out to the 24.
We'll tuck and run and protect the football.
Jonnu Smith is back in. He moves over to the left side of the line, and they'll run it that way with Henry. How about Taysom Hill? You know, if you listen to Sean Payton, you know him so well. He's been high on him for a long time, and he's showing it today, getting the chance with Breeze on IR. Here's a 2nd and 6. And another first down catch is made by Ferkser. They fake it to him. They were looking for A.J. Brown. It wasn't there, but they find Davis on the other side with a step on Peters, and they've advanced now to the Baltimore side of the field.
One run and 3 straight passes on this drive, using Henry against him.
There's Henry trying to bulldoze ahead to the 39.
You know they're throwing the football. Don't give up a quick pass. Now you want to make him drop back and hold it.
Over to Brown. Able to get away from Board. Stiff arm still in play, and a great piece of running after the catch by A.J. Brown. And they're back in the red zone where they have failed to convert all the way to the end zone the last 3 times in this game. Henry got a running start. Picks up 8.
And now you're feeling the weight of him, right? Like, what a
2nd and 2. Tannehill struggles to hold it. Then gets walloped back at the 15 by Judon. Back at the 14. Goes to Brown. Brown trying to wiggle free. Still fighting for it. Brown takes it all the way. Unbelievable effort.
Brown, we just got done talking about his ability to run after catch, caught.
Peters got away from Clark. There's Clark not able to hold on. Peters tries, still fighting for it. He drags another defender, Queen, with him into the end zone. And that's one of the best plays of the whole season for Tennessee.
Until you play against him, you don't realize his juice with the ball in his hand.
A lot riding on this snap.
You motion, you fake it to Henry, and you use it against him, come across.
It's Tannehill untouched. They all took the bait. They went with Henry into the line, and Tannehill. And Jackson and the Ravens will start from the 25 and another.
Against an opponent 6-3, getting later in the year, this is a monster drive for this team.
Jackson sidearms it. That's Snead breaking a tackle. Boy, he lost the ball for a moment. It came right back into his arms. 2 minutes to go in Baltimore. Ravens have possession, down 3. Having squandered a 21-10 lead. It got a first down on that carry by Jackson to the 41.
This really got us into position moving forward. Both these teams desperately need this. I think they're both going to be in the playoffs, but the seeding, where you're playing, who, it matters.
Andrews with the catch. Butler drags him out of bounds to stop the clock with 1:37. Tucker looking over and saying, okay, they don't gain anything here. It'd be 62 yards. Give me a little closer. On first down, he's going to take off. And he's going to pick up about 13. This Titans defense, by the way, and already Baltimore's advanced to the 30. No pressure at all. No pressure at all on him as he sidearms it to Dez. Gets a block by Dobbins. Dez down to the 14.
It's a block, but even staying in bounds is big.
There's Brown with a block by Andrews and a whistle.
Oh, there's a penalty flag. It's a false start.
And Mike Vrabel, he's doing the calculation. He's one of these guys that can figure out how to use penalties to his advantage.
Number 88. Foul happened with the clock running under 2 minutes. Therefore, it's a 10-second runoff. Please reset the game clock to 41 seconds.
There's no option for him here.
They took, yes, but they're not using a timeout.
So here we go with Jackson. Middle of the field to Snead. To the 10.
And you get up and run a play quickly here if you're anywhere short of the end zone.
Needs 6 for a first. Here goes Jackson from the pocket. Knocked down.
But then you're kind of in that weird spot, but you got to be close to the end zone.
Bryant to the left. Snead in motion to the right side. Andrew in a slot to the right. Here's Jackson buying time, buying all kinds of time. Is anybody open? He's just going to throw it away, and they'll try a field goal now to try to tie it. Mr. Automatic, dead center. Batson is back deep. No opportunity to entertain any thoughts of a run back. So
you can get 15 yards, fine, but there's not really worth it because anybody fumbles, penalties, anything.
no, there's
down.
nothing here but a kneel down and an overtime.
You're the visiting team, and so you have the call. Heads or tails?
Kevin Byard.
Tails. Tails is the call. It's a head. You want the ball. Which way you want to kick? Stay the way you are. Baltimore won the toss and will receive.
Justin Tucker just sent the game to overtime with a short 29-yard field goal with 15 seconds left in regulation. The Ravens, who led by 11 at one time in the second half, saw the Titans come storming back.
Lamar loves to keep the ball in key situations.
There's Dobbins, who had a big first half. And again, for the audience just joining us, we got a pair of teams that came into this game. 2nd and 8. Coming after him, and they finally get a sack, and he's down. The fumble was after he was down. Now look at what they do with the defense. They set him back. They got 5 defenders from the 30 and in. They go Dobbins with the screen, and they're able to take him off the field.
You know, 10 yards at this time makes them have just one more little drive for your defense, who's dominant.
Cook's kick caught at the 27 from their own 27. Bootleg, looks and throws, and Davis has it.
And for everyone who's just tuning in, too, this is how they scored on the big drive. 7.5 minutes to go.
In that situation, it looked like it was too late, but he did seem a little shaken getting up.
Let's see if they continue.
Henry bounces off a hit. Oh, that was going to be a loss of a couple. He seems to get that added burst as the game goes on, and he had a big fourth. Davis with a second catch in overtime.
You don't want to have a long field goal, right? So how conservative do you get? You could play action here and get someone wide open, but you have Derrick Henry, right? This is probably the time to give it to him.
Judon hurt on that last play. There is Henry to the 39.
You could throw a slant, something quick, but you got to get this ball out of your hand.
2nd and 6. He's able to connect with A.J. Brown, who's shaken up off the catch. As Brown has to go to the sideline. Gostkowski has never missed a kick in overtime in his career. Henry getting free. Henry's going to end the game. Titans take it in overtime.
We talk about his second half surge. It just starts to wear you down, and you saw Hill on them that entire game, and the finishing touches. Henry gets over 1,000 yards on the season today.
He's got a second overtime touchdown on the season, and this right here is his 50th NFL touchdown, and what a memorable one it is.
Yes, and I'll tell you, people talk about finishing plays in the NFL, finishing games. He's a finisher right there.
Ooh. Well, here are the Titans, who ended the Ravens' 2019 season back on January 11th, and they've just done serious damage to the Ravens this season. What a comeback from 11 down. Coming up next, the State Farm postgame show. Jim, Tony, Tracy, the crew say so long.